There we are. Yay. Hello, everybody. Happy new moon. Full moon and new year. That's it. New year, full moon, full year. How are you guys? Wow. This is the first year probably ever that I've really taken time off in a certain way, and so I'm still in transition. I'm sure you are too. So the beginning of the new year in the Gregorian calendar, which is what we follow in the Western world, is a little bit arbitrary. However, it's significant to our culture, to our rhythm, to our cycles, to how we were raised, and it feels significant. However, what I found really wonderful was understanding all these other cosmic energies, hence the spiritual weather report that we do, that helps us understand what are the natural energies, what are the energies that are surrounding me within my body, the pulses, what's going on, like sunrise or sunset, full moon, new moon, other moons, solstices, equinoxes, all kinds of different things, right? So we have energies coming from the earth, so many energies coming from the earth. It's really hard to imagine that we were generally raised very ignorant of how much energy is coming out of the earth, different types of energies in different ways. That's always connected and activated by what's happening in the skies, in the cosmos, and then all the atmosphere, everything. And then it's our body, because our body is made from earth, from Mother Earth, from primordial earth. And we're all part of this cosmic mother, this cosmic whole. And we're here as a creative force. We're not here as a punishment. We're not here abandoned. We're not here to suffer, to struggle, to figure it out. It doesn't mean that those things don't exist, though. So wonderful that we live in these times, isn't it? Wonderful, because we get to peel back layers, rise above collective conscious beliefs and streams, patterns, beliefs. We have a collective awareness now that's rising for many, many years now, thankfully, that we are more than a body, and we are not just here to pay our bills and go to work and be on time. And that the sooner we let go of judging ourselves and others and seeing everything around us that way, we begin to live the life of bliss. We get to live the life of our dreams. So one of my absolute favorite things, and I think it's a beautiful way to start the day, thank you very much, is from Joseph Campbell. And if you're not familiar with Joseph Campbell, he studied the myths of almost every culture, probably not possible, but many, many cultures all around the world. And he began to understand the underlying patterns, and he called it the myth of the hero's journey. And that's you, and that's me. We are here as heroines. We are here on our own journey, and every culture has left us these beautiful signs and paths and guidebooks. The myths of Hercules or Perseus, the myths of all of the hero twins in the Maya, all of the people who were beset with all kinds of challenges and trials, and they seem extreme, and they often seem supernatural. And there's a goddess or somebody who gives them a secret weapon, So Athena, one of my very favorites, will be going to Greece, not this year, but next year, I think. And what we're going to be doing in Egypt, and is with Athena, she was a protective goddess. She was the wisdom goddess. And she's seen as a warrior goddess, but it's not correct. It's the same as Sekhmet. What we have to remember is that we have the privilege. We have the great, great privilege of being here as consciousness is raising, as Mother Nature is taking the bars off of evolution and saying, just go as fast as you want, find yourself, reunite. This is the time. Everything is supporting you. So we can't wait. we were taught, wait till you feel better, wait till you have more money, wait till you have kids, wait till the kids move in, move out, do this, do that. That person likes me. This person says their story. This job is over. That job starts. I've completed this. I cleaned that. I weigh less. I weigh more. I have more money. Pick a topic and start to look around. Oh, okay. I'm writing that down. Seed. Oh, that's what I went to do. I don't have a pen. Bye-bye. So seeds for the new year in the full moon, yes, because we're going to bless them. Oh, I love this idea. Thank you. So Joseph Campbell says many, many favorite quotes, famous quotes as well. And he says, follow your bliss. And doors will open where there once were walls. But those doors are only there for you. So if we really think about this, he was a mystic, all right, in my opinion. And the ability to see people and cross cultures and become aware of his own conditioning so that he could release it enough to see that other person's story, to be them, to step into their perspective, to embody a different, a new way or perspective. If there is a diamond of your soul and it has so many facets and it's shining like a jewel, but it means that every facet of you that you came with already encoded in you like a seed, it's a lot less effort than we think. So then following our bliss is the form of communication of our soul. Woo, I'm loving this stuff. Thank you. So the form of communication of our soul now in 2026, this is the rise of the sacred feminine, the unity of masculine, feminine, material, and spiritual, within, without, above, below, and la, 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 right? Every aspect of duality and polarity. But that doesn't mean we become this blur. We maintain distinct energies because we're going to stand in the center as never before. And what we're going to listen to is our bliss. Where's our bliss? It's in our heart. Where's our heart? It's really abstract. It's really difficult to say, oh, be in your heart and open your heart. And now you could be talking energetically of the heart chakra. So being a seer and an energy worker for decades, that I see people's energies and those of you who've been in intuition awakening camp, right? It's mind-blowing what happens when we all get together and practice intuition with each other, and you do it in a way that lets it come to you. So when it comes to me, is I'll see shapes or colors, densities, movement, light, figures, all different things in the body, around the body, beyond the body. I see you as a cosmic whole, as this whole being and one with this bliss. And this is the sea of bliss. And this is the field of bliss. And I've had the true distinct honor of having been in that sea of bliss. What do I mean by that? If you've reached this bliss state, it's perhaps what you would call nirvana. It's perhaps what you would call paradise, right? Whatever you perceive, whatever language that you were raised with or you feel attracted to, because perhaps you were raised Christian, but you feel very attracted to the Jewish traditions, or you feel very attracted to Celtic things or pagan traditions, meaning of the earth, goddess traditions, earth-oriented traditions, indigenous peoples, ancient Greece, ancient Egypt, lots of us been there, right? Everybody who comes to the Maya land has past life memories, either as a group, we do that a lot, individually as well. and very much with Atlantis. So Atlantis is the key here. It is the root mother that we can remember, with the dreaming grandmother of Lemuria around her. And right now, so I don't know who I'm channeling right now. This is really groovy stuff. Okay, I'm gonna give my space a little more. I don't have to have my face right up in yours. Hi, Tiffany. Hi, Daddy. Oh, hi, Daddy. Oh, wonderful. So, what happens is that energetically, we are rising because we're freeing ourselves. Energetically, we seem to be radiating from the center like this. And we're giving ourselves permission to hold up more space. When we become the sun and the moon, which is one of my favorite origin stories, is just the Maya story from the Popol Vuh, is the story of the hero twins. And there's two sets of twins and all kinds of wonderful things that happen on the way. But the essence is that we are this tree of life. We're this axis. We're this conduit. We're a pillar of light between the divine, the everything, the infinite, and Father Sky, if you want to put it that way. But we're talking about that bigger field and what we would perceive as form, Mother Earth. That would include the universe, stars, planets, everything, right? Everything in form. And then if you're the conduit, you know how we talk about all the time, I am clear and open channel. I am ready and willing. I am open and receptive. You are using your words to command what you want to become the frequency that is the reality that you emanate. So we use the word attraction very irresponsibly. I like that word. Thank you. So, irresponsibly means that we are now in a place where we can see and feel and hear energies in a whole new frequency. But are you taking time? Are you allowing yourself that freedom? Are you giving yourself not just the space for listening, meditating, reading, communicating, practicing your channeling, practicing being in your heart? So, what's bliss and what's your heart? It's different for everyone. There was this movie, I don't remember, City Slickers, I think it was called, with Billy Crystal. And it's a bunch of middle-aged men who are having a mid-age crisis. And they go to the desert to pretend to be cowboys. You know, they pay to have this experience for a week or so. And all this stuff happens, of course. But the underlying thing was this old gnarly cowboy who, you know, scares him and really represents, right, a Merlin or the high priestess. It represents that Zen master. It represents that harsh teacher that says, no, you're not, you really don't want this yet. No, you're not ready. No, you're not ready. You know, come back in 5 years. What happens though is that's not a no. That's telling you there's things right now for us to do to find the center where we will hear our bliss. It has its own song. Our heart has its own song. Having done so much work with the dolphins, really honored by unbelievable 10 years now. Yeah, 10 years in October. That just happened. That I've had the honor of course, during COVID, we didn't do anything, but to be able to go in with the dolphins, kiss them, hug them, talk to them, communicate with them, do energy work with them, watch them do energy work with people, with my people that come on my retreats, and with paraplegics who used to come. And one in particular became very good friends with, Patty. And I watched someone who hadn't walked in 12 years, had no feeling or movement below her waist. She can now stand. She can swim all over by herself. She doesn't have any problem above the waist now. And she can, if she's holding on to something, you know, she can walk a little bit. And I don't know where she's been. She's always practicing in her home. And this was not just due to her spirit. It was due to that energy interaction with the dolphins and the water and the ancient energies and memories and codes that are in the ocean water, right? And all the other animals that were there and the other things that came in. So we're like that. We are the center, and we, yes, attract, we call to us, but we don't do it by an action of attraction. We do it by a beingness of attraction. We are the moon. We receive the divine golden sunlight. We receive the download through every part of our being. We don't just wait till a certain moment to do it. We receive it every day. We give thanks every day. And in this year, it's more important than ever because you must acknowledge that you live inside of a form, of a structure. We call it a time-space continuum. It's a structure of light and thought and intention and agreement. That's what's called belief. And these are the things that frequencies that get together and create form. Yay, look what we did. Now we have to go back and marry the sacred feminine. We have to remember that we're priestesses. We all, men, women, children, any age, okay? What that means is that we are a caretaker, we are a wisdom keeper, and we are a carrier of very important codes, very important energies on that side of us that have been shrunken, buried, burned, threatened, beheaded, and energetically reclaim the strength in the bodies. So all of the light bodies, mental, emotional, spiritual, auric, the physical body, the DNA, the blood. You have a DNA in every body of your light body, and you have all these beautiful codes and light body structures. So if you feel drawn to a symbol, if you feel resonant with a particular frequency, a chant, a song, a story, a particular culture's, like the Ankh is very, yeah, do we have our Ankh here? Here she is. Very, symbolic and holds not just the energy of what does it mean? Well, basically it means everlasting life, but there's a secret language, right? In all cultures, there's the language of here's what it means for the persons, the peoples, the traders, the people who have to live. And then there's the secret language, there's the shaman's language, there's the priestess language. And that's the language that you are getting in your dreams. That's the language that's awakening in your heart. That's the language that brings key codes to the sacred sites when you go there and receives key codes, energies, information. You may be aware of it. You may be say, I saw something. You may be caught an orb on your picture. You maybe had a very transcendent meditation or experience, or you spoke to a tree, or you saw some ancient priestesses walking. All of these things happen very regularly. You raise your frequency, you begin to be able to do overlays, right? Overlays mean you can make your eyes see things that your eyes can't see. Your physical eyes are very limited. They're really just taking in information as a mirror, reflecting it into the brain, and the brain is deciding what it means, what you're seeing, and giving you a response, right? So what we want to do is remember that as we come back together, we're also distinctly unique, divine, and our own makeup. We're not living someone else's life. We're not chasing anyone else's dream. We're not trying to please anyone else. We're not trying to become what everyone else wants us to become. We are standing in our center. And for the first time ever, we've never been in 2026. The light structure of the Mayan pyramid is the top is unity. And we're already in the 9th wave of consciousness. That happened around 2011, 2012. Why haven't we all just stepped into being balanced? Because we didn't really, as a collective humanity, we didn't get past material focus. Oh, look at me. I make things with my masculine energy. We had to learn that skill, but you can see society is stuck there. That obsession with commercialism and greed and just the whole thing that's creating the circus. And you can unplug from the circus and you can live your own magical life in your own harmonic field. Your time-space continuum crosses other people's, but doesn't need to be involved in anyone else's. So this is the year of the everyday priestess. The path that I say is everyone becoming in a sacred path, realizing that every word you speak, every thought you think, everything you touch, every step you take, everything you touch, excuse me, everything that you interact with mentally, emotionally, if you think about it, if you think about the past, you're bringing it and bringing it back to life. Do you want it back to life? If you're speaking a story, is it a story of harmony? Is it leading you to your bliss? Does it make your heart light up? Does it make you feel aligned with the center of you? Does it make you feel like you are radiating beautiful energies that are for the highest good of all? That's living in grace. We agreed to live in karma. And in 2026, my invitation to you is in this sacred full moon. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Mother Moon. Thank you, Grandmother Moon. Thank you, every form of moon energy, moon maidens, the moon goddesses, and the moon temples that exist in so many levels and so many realms and so many times. Excuse me. I'm going to get something and show it to you. So this is a beautiful birthday present from the divine. I was with a beautiful group of people. Hi, Daddy. Miguel Angel, who will be the Mayan wisdom teacher. He's going to be with us in March on our retreat, so make sure to join us. We stopped in the jungle at a lady who recreates authentic Maya statues and paintings and pots and all kinds of beautiful things. Her name is Patricia. And if anyone wants her information, let me know. I'm going to get it to make sure that send more people her way. So my beautiful friend Trudy, the lady who channels Lady Sack Cook, she's been on my show several times. She has one similar to this. And this is Mother Moon, the rabbit. She's full-bodied. You see, she's got her jade necklace. And look at how they are basically twins. They're got their arms around each other. And this is Grandmother Ishmukane. So when I talk about Grandmother Ishmukane, you know that I talk about her as my life guide. And she is the heart of the earth. And she's the composter, I call her, right? So she takes all your pain, fear, past, shame, whatever, guilt, and you just give everything to her. Oh, I'm judging again. Could you please take this, Grandmother Ishmukane? I trust you. Go and turn it into pearls, turn it into gems, pan for the gold, let the rest go. Very deep Mother Earth energy. She's also represented in the moon as the Grandmother Moon. She's a grandmother, jaguar grandmother. So they always have all the jade here. It's representing the heart. So here, Mother Moon has a huge full moon over her heart center, okay? And there's so much beauty and softness and energy. And the first night I had this in my room, they talked all night to me. I didn't sleep at all. So thank you for calling us. Okay, good. We have her over here now. And so let's go ahead and hello. My rhodonite dolphin jumped off the shelf to be by my altar just before this call. Oh, how fantastic. You've seen this exact rabbit as an Akashic guide in meditation? Oh, Tiffany, that's amazing. Oh my gosh, Tiffany, where were you a year ago? Where were we all a year ago? Think about yourself a year ago. What were you thinking on the new year? Who did you think you were? What did you think you had to do? Where did you think you had to chase? What were you afraid of that no longer exists in your life? How did you see yourself? What is possible from this platform that we're entering this new year from? It's amazing, right? So that's so good. I was seeking more info. Yes. So grandmother Ishmukane, right? And if you read the Popol Vuh, there's a lot of versions of it out there. She's the grandmother of the hero twins, and she's the mother of their parents. And she is also considered the primordial mother, like we call Gaia. Originally, Gaia in Greek mystery is the primordial mother, because the one big mother that is everything, that everything came from. It's not a mother that needs a father. It's everything. And then from that divine womb, that Gaia primordial mother, came the earth and the stars and so on. We brought that energy down. We call Gaia, and I really quite like it, right? I love Greece. And then when we come in, we call grandmother Ishmukane, her and Ishel kind of work together. So you could actually put Ishel right here too on the other side. That would be cute. Because Ishel is the earth mother. She's also the moon and the rainbow and the medicine and the women and all of these things. But she represents the earth, the waters, the air, the atmosphere, the crystals, the oils, the gold, the plants, the roots, everything that is earth. And grandmother's in the center of the earth. And so it's a very beautiful way to think about that. You have her in your heart, right? You have her in your center, and she's in the center of the body of the earth, and earth is your body. So what we got it, you started Wishes Fulfilled a year ago. I know, I was thinking that. They're like, whoa, my gosh, I've been like, it's time to tell everybody what's coming next with the school. And they're like, well, yes, but you have to rest and you have to do this. And they did this in a very interesting way. So if you have a Mayan destiny chart reading, birth reading with me, you know that I've had most interesting time in the entire month of December with internet, power, and phone, and sometimes all of them out, several days without internet, just the most fascinating things. And when spirit speaks like that, you can get creative, because we've been working online for 20 years. And so we go, oh, we have a backup this, and we have a that, and we'll put this in here, and we'll plug that in there. And we've got all these ways to make sure we can get online. But I live in the middle of a fishing village, in the middle, way out in the middle of the jungle. So, well, I live on the beach in a jungle. So it's not like I could just go to the cafe. Nobody has internet. And if I don't have it, they don't have it either. And I don't have a car. So all of these beautiful things that come together to create your life are pointing you toward your bliss. So I don't get upset, when the internet won't connect for 3 or 4 minutes and I'm waiting to start a show. I don't get worried, like, oh, I've let people down, when I'm like, hey, the internet's not working. We can't do your reading. I was in the middle of a reading the other day when the internet went out. So we'd had days of power outages, but we have solar and so on. And so the first day I did readings, it was fine. The second day I did readings, and the second one, we were about halfway and just boom, out. And that was when it started, and it ended up being days, of no internet. So, energy is speaking to us. The moon is speaking to us. The air is speaking to us. The morning is speaking to us. The animals that you see are speaking to you. Are you aware of them? The depth to which we could go if we wished to truly reconnect to our spirit, read ourselves, understand who we are, and understand why the mirror, the reflection, which is reality around you, everybody is reflecting you. Now, the secret is, Tiffany did the Wishes Fulfilled for like 6 months, right? We did that, which was, we would meet every week and we would discuss and do activations and mindset shifts about exactly what was happening in our life at the time. And what was the challenge? How were you seeing it? Were you perceiving it as a challenge, something you couldn't have? Were you not able to even imagine what you would like or what it would feel like if you had all the money that you needed and you didn't have to work for 50 years to get it, right? Or if you could stop sacrificing your time, sacrificing what you want to do, and just sit for a little while instead of having fear that the money will all go away, that you start to shift into a reality of your bliss. Well, what is your bliss? Could you define your bliss? You start to say, well, sheesh, I wish I could just be me, and I wish I could just be supported and, to create, and that creation being something of meaning and meaningful to others and meaningful because you are gifting your unique wisdom into the world. So the truth is that the doors open only for you in your bliss. Why? Because it's your time-space continuum, not mine. And when I'm walking on my path, I might think people are competing with me or stealing my stuff or criticizing me or blocking me, or I have to get past certain hurdles in order to be good enough or to have enough or to be free to do or have or be something. I'm talking very abstractly because it's so many different ideas we could talk about, right? If you're looking for a particular job, if you're wanting more money, if you want to start your own business, if you want out of a relationship, if you want to learn who you are, if you want to unplug from family conditioning that's always in your head, right? Just so many things that we're contending with. This is why when we accept that within us is a code for this life, and that we're connected through a spiral of time to every other life. And they're all happening at the same time, like a giant long spiral. The Maya call the universe, which apparently, I don't know who's seen the universe, but somebody's extrapolated, I guess, with computers or something, that the universe looks like, from far away, if you were seeing the universe, a long tube-like twisting spiral, snake. They call it the one-footed snake because it looks like this tube of light structure that's twisting, okay, just hanging there in nothingness and the everything and the all. And it comes down and then it curves, it makes one foot. Why? I don't know. But it's then that spiral is repeated in our DNA, and it's repeated in every cell of nature, in a fern, in a conch shell, but even in things you don't see the obviousness, that the infinite spiral is what is already encoded, and we're here to ride it. We're not here. We can't change or stop the earth or the universe continuing to evolve because it's already built into the structure of the universe. It's built into the structure of time. We're riding on a planet in a bodysuit at a particular time in that spiral where our consciousness is focused. And because we're here, it means we're here for a really important reason. And that means that you want to enter this year saying, I am here, I am present, I am ready, I am willing, I am open, I'm receptive, and I am going to stand in the center of me and listen to my bliss. What is the song of my soul? What is the song of my heart? How can I begin to see it, hear it, perceive it? And then how can I interpret it and understand it, right? And then what can I do with it? What can I do to extrapolate wisdom and put it into a practical practice? Some wisdom we receive is just so blissful, loving, peaceful, relaxing, healing to us that just experiencing that energy of laying in the grandmother's lap, having Mother Moon snuggle up next to us, a soft rabbit fur, and calling on Ishel, the rabbit in the moon. I watched her all night. I don't sleep much around the full moon. And then We can be there with them. And it doesn't just feel good because we're imagining it. We're imagining it so that it could step in it and become real. Do you realize what a stunning creator you are? That's what we're going to do this year. We are going to realize that we are in a container that has the illusion of wounds and limits and issues and challenges and so on. And we accept it all. And we have Grandmother Ishmukene, we have Gaia, we have that to just wash away, peel away, let all those things that the snake year has been asking us to shed. So the snake year doesn't end until February, right? Because that's the Chinese zodiac. And then we're shifting into the fire horse. So let's really embrace January, beginning of February as an optimal time to gather the gifts of behind, to say, you know what, if all through last year, regardless of how I thought it was, if it was perfect, if I was actually on my path of bliss and I didn't know it, I didn't realize it, I wasn't paying any attention. What if you turned around and went, wow, you watched that movie again with a different eye? Once you've watched the murder mystery, you know who did it. But if you watch it again, knowing who did it, knowing the outcome, knowing what you want, knowing your future self that you're choosing, the one you truly wish for, not the one that's coming out by default, because now, you watch with a different eye. I already know the outcome. Now I'm watching the path that the manifestation took. And you watch who said what. That person was lying right now. Isn't that interesting? This person actually was very obvious that they were guilty, but because I didn't know it at the time, I didn't see it. What other clues are in your life if you look back and you start to look at everything that happened last year and other key points in your year? I think so. I think we're going to do a workshop with this idea. So somebody write it down. So now you have the eye that you've been through it. You have graduated. You don't live inside of that paradigm, that time space continuum. You don't live inside of that frequency. You don't live inside of that perspective. You're not that person anymore. It died. It died every minute, every week, every month, every year, every full moon, every new moon, every eclipse, and at the solstice, and this morning. You're in a constant rebirth, death, eternal now cycle. So what they're showing me now is that it's our privilege to be here. How would you walk if you knew that it was a privilege to be here? Not a burden to be here, not a pain in the butt to be here, not, oh, what's happened in the past? Oh, I can't get past that. Oh, I don't want to do that again. I might be disappointed. Shed it all. Let's call Cuckoo Khan. Let's call the sacred serpent. Let's call that. Now with the feathers, with our spirit, with our crown awakened, please shed this skin. Please take this. Allow Ishel to pour that gorgeous silver full moon energy down on us, down over us, down within us, filling us up, shedding and releasing the past, the pain, the parents, the programs. Shed the illusion, shed the attachments. Everything I need is in every single moment and place in time. In front of you now, your bliss path is beginning to open, and the full moon, like shining across an ocean, there's a shiny path going now, going to you. It's lighting up. The way that the ocean, the lake, the water would be moving, perhaps even just a little, with that moonlight on it. the movement within you. Let's call in this sacred path. We call on this sacred circle and acknowledge the golden, silver cone of light above and below us. We ask the all-seeing eye to wrap us within it. And we call on the sphere of the flower of life, the master key codes to creation, to reality, to all that is and was, to surround us. Take a deep breath in, deeper, 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 deeper. What's your heart? Where's your heart? It's opening a path. Dive in, dive deeper and deeper and deeper. And when you need to, let the breath go. That is my shedding. That is the beginning of the end. The path between me and the fire horse. I walk with the serpent. I walk inside the serpent. Kuku Khan, come to me. Rise from within me. Rise from the Koyopa in my blood. Rise from the Kundalini in my womb. Rise from my 8 original cells. Rise from my belly button. Connecting now to Gaia, connecting now to Ishmukane, connecting now to Mother Moon, connecting now to the sacred feminine. Currents and currents and currents of divine light and energy are pouring from the moon, pouring from the moon, pouring from the moon. They're pouring to us and through us and around us. They're crossing, they're weaving a tapestry of light. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Gaia, 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 send up all the gems, all the colors, all the rainbow from everything I've lived and released. I shed now this skin. I no longer believe who I was. I no longer believe anything is outside of me. I no longer believe I am separate from my truth, from my power, from my peace, from my purpose, from my wisdom, from my clairaudience. I am no longer agreeing to karma. I no longer live in the paradigm of debt. I no longer live in the belief systems of limitation and lack. I no longer live in the mindsets of holding back, waiting, delaying. The time is now. I am here now. I am ready now. I stand in the full, luminous, silver light. Mother Moon, Rabbit Moon, scribe of my life, come to me. Surround me with your fertility, with your abundance, with your love. Bring me the softness. Let me feel your peace, the safety of your den, the luminous light, and the ability to hear with your ears. Feel your clairaudience extending. Rabbit Moon, Mother Moon, extending, extending. You see and sense concentric circles around your ears. They're vibrating, they're resonating. They seem to be coming alive, coming into sync, creating a new speaker. It receives, but it receives and bigger around your ear, and now coming out from your ears, those long rabbit ears. Now, see in the dark with the jaguar. Ishmukane, grandmother jaguar, balam, balam, balam. As jaguar medicine woman, I ask permission, guidance, love for you to come from the west and guide us as the new sun rises in our lives on this new year. Walk with us, give us your pause, give us your silence, give us the sensors in your hands and your paws, and you feel your palm portals coming alive. These are vital to you now. You must understand the tools. They're becoming the paws of the jaguar. You must learn to walk as I walk. I am your mother. I am going to give you my vision, but first you must walk in your own path, not someone else's, through the dark, through the Milky Way, through Shibalba. You must go into the deepest caves of who you are so we can assist you to shed. It's the time of the shedding. It's the time of spirit. You've been given new feathers in your crown. This is the year you will know them, but you must choose to know them. You must know they're there. You must remember to speak with them, to see them, to practice your communication with them, as if you're learning to speak Chinese, as if you're learning to a whole new language of alchemy, of symbols, of energy. Your senses have an opportunity now to become the spiral, to move through time and space simultaneously, to the past, to the future, to be the priestess of the infinite spiral, standing in the center, receiving from above, below, receiving from the past and the future, receiving from the nature, the imagination of the gods and the goddesses and the energies of the divine and the infinite creativity that I am here to be one with. I'm here to overflow with creative, unique, glowing, luminous, divine, colorful vibrations that no one has ever seen, because my facet of the diamond of humanity and my facet that I see of the diamond of my lives, my overall soul's journey. I am the hero. I am the heroine. And this is the moment I agreed to become the instrument to receive the frequency of my personal bliss. That is the mission this year. That is what the priestesses come for. To walk with you, to dance with you, to chant with you, to cry with you, to grieve with you, to realize with you, to run with you, to leap with you, to soar and to fly with you. There is nothing that you can imagine that is out of your reach. It is time to see it, to recognize it. It is waiting right now for you. You are not waiting. Spirit is waiting. Soul is waiting. The jaguar is waiting. The grandmothers are waiting. The violet flame priestesses are waiting. Joyfully, lovingly, patiently. There is no judgment here for you. There is nothing to fear. The judgment is you. The judgment is the past. Judgment is where you've given your power to the father, to the priest, to the school, to the sister, to the friend, to the system, to the government, to your failures, to your expectations, to your body. I love you. I forgive you. Forgive me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm ready to release and to shed and to walk, to go down through this path and become the heroine of my life. I follow my bliss. I follow my bliss. Surrender. Surrender. Purge. Purge, 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 purge. Yawn, cough, sneeze, move, stretch. Release, 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 release. I give permission now to my highest selves, to my divine blueprint, to the guides, to the guardians, to the energies, to my divine counsel, and to my sacred feminine wisdom, my inner priestess, my inner shamaness, the prophetess that I came here to be. I honor my voice. I honor my heart. I feel my body. I forgive my body. I forgive myself. I forgive blaming my body. I forgive limiting myself. I forgive everything I know and everything I don't. I wish to simply love every part of me. Receive, accept, allow. The midnight sun through the jaguar's golden eyes shines luminous golden sunlight onto you. You receive it like the moon, and the moon is over you, around you, so enormous. You feel the vibrations, the magnetic fields. You can sense vroom, 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 vroom. This is the emanation, the reflection. You stand with the moon. You stand with grandmother Ishmukane. She takes everything that no longer serves you, known and unknown, in any time, in any place, in any life. This is the moment you stand at the threshold of unity. When you enter unity, you can ride the fire horse, not be dragged by it. When you enter unity, you can surrender and not work hard and not chase and not worry. You can work with, you can work aligned, you can rebirth, resurrect, reimagine, renew, rejuvenate, remember. Now is the time. Deep in this peaceful space, the full moon, every level of the silver ray emanates and surrounds us. The connection to our divine blueprint, the acceptance that we are total in body. The secrets of the ancient priestesses say, your body holds the codes. It doesn't limit you. It's loaded like the stones that you go to, you sit with, you hold, or you wear. With frequencies, wisdom, codes, you must unlock your own codes. Are you aware that this must happen through you, through your heart, through your willingness? It will not happen without you. It will only happen with your request. The body, it can hold pain, wounds, trauma, limits. It can hold ecstasy, orgasms, excitement, bliss, harmony, joy. And it can transcend without dying, and so can you. You are here to transcend with your body, to be the priestess that owns the body, tends to the body, stands in the body, embraces, embodies this body, loves every scar, every wound, every challenge, and every loss, and holds it as a staff of wisdom. This is the moment you meet the strong high priestess within you. There is no divine power outside of you. It is only within you. And when you hold it within you, then all of the universe shifts, all of the rainbow, the entire full color spectrum, all of the roots, all of the crystals, the waters, the elements and the elementals, all of the devas and the animals, the spirits and the collective conscious, every realm, every frequency, every dimension, you are already attuned to them. You have hundreds of chakras. They are gateways. They are portals. You have 7 primary. You have 18 necessary. And now the door is opening on 33 divinely attuned energy centers vibrating within your own light body if you will remember. Remember your priestess training. Go back to those schools on other planets in your dream time. Reconnect to your other lives. Speak to the turtles, the crystals, the waters. The phoenix is here to rise no matter how many times you die, no matter how many times you burn it down, no matter how many times you forget it, you lose it. It exists. It all exists. You haven't lost a thing. You have been lifted to a higher state. And from that state, you now awaken your inner eye to the level of the seer. The fire, the sacred fire that you're entering will burn away illusion with strength and speed. Receive the luminous light of the sun of Ra. Wear it on your head like the Egyptians. Call on Sekhmet, lion, energies of detachment, self-empowerment that do not require viciousness, violence, or war. This is the year of the horse. Call on Rhiannon. Call on all of the divine manifestations of the feminine in horse, in the goddess, in the landscape. The Celtic wisdom weaves in the moonlight. Call on that divine feminine from ancient Greece, Athena and the oracles, where within your 33 gateways of divine energy, portals of creation and transformation, are you connected to the oracle lineage? Call on white buffalo calf woman, Lakota Sioux, divine Native American goddess guide, beautiful woman of guiding us back to peace, bringing us the peace pipe, the feather of truth that Mot weighs your heart against in Egypt, bringing balance. Balance. Mot is balance. She stands in the full moon, showering you. Lighten your heart, connect your crown. Call on the eagle, call on the condor, call on the swan, and call on the hummingbird, and call on the owl. Call your own wings, and call the fae. Now allow the divine silver ray to reconnect and reweave like a tiny silver needle moving through your DNA, your cells, your muscles, your bones, moving through your chakras, moving through your eyes, moving through your brain, moving through your glands, moving through, up, out, the aura, emotional field, mental body, spiritual, causal, Buddhic, relational, financial, into the image of the self. Pierce the image of the self. We call on divine Ishel and grandmother Ishmukane and Mother Moon. Pour down your silver light. Let me see it and feel it. I know you are pouring it every day, whether I see and feel you. And today is the full moon, and I feel and know you are blessing me. You're filling my cells and nourishing my soul. You are infusing me with renewal energies, divine love, peace, harmony, grace, opening my inner eye, softening my heart, reconnecting my divine Janisa crystal, awakening with perfect planning, structure, strength, support, and love. My life force, my divine blueprint, my Kundalini. As I exit the serpent ear, Kukulkan fills me with divine love and awakens the sacred knowledge within me that is exactly optimal for my path. You walk from now to the new moon. These 2 weeks are your medicine path into the year 2026, into the year 1, new beginnings. You've spent a year shedding. You've spent a lifetime completing, unraveling, discovering. Now it's all gone. It's all past. And on the first full moon eclipse of this year, you will receive the download bridge of your soul's fire, the wisdom of the fire, the knowledge of the priestesses of the fire, the wisdom of using, being, embodying, and that is the phoenix. All these energies pouring, receiving with gratitude and grace. Fountain, a waterfall of silver light. Thank you, Divine Mother. I receive and saturate my body, mind, and spirit, every level of my being. I receive and fill up every chakra. I fill up every space that has been wanting, hiding, needing. I receive the abundance, the beauty, and the love. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Take very, very slow time to be with these energies. They're holding us, and the moon always reminds you, I cannot glow, I cannot shine, I cannot pour my divine wisdom onto you if I do not receive light, wisdom, life force, solar flares from the sun. You must do the same. When we meet again, we will go into the Milky Way, find the secret door, enter Shibalba, and you will see how you have within you the divine sun and the moon. And this is who you are when you go through the trials of your life. And now is the time of recognition, realization that you've done it, that you've completed it, and receiving the gifts from grandmother, fine-tuning your skills to see in the dark, to trust your intuition, to use your telepathy. You must become the jaguar, the lion, all levels of cat medicine, bringing detachment from the past, pure healing of Bast, strength of Sekhmet, the jaguar, Balaam, Balameb, sees through light and dark, is the sun from Lemuria. We are being led back to the sacred feminine root through the path of Atlantis, and the jaguar is the guide from Lemuria that sees in the dark. You will be honored this year with different levels of jaguar vision and medicine. You will awaken your senses. You do not realize that vision is in your heart, not just your third eye or your eyes. It is in all of your senses and in your hands. You are here to become the sensory, luminous, divine being, that you are not doing it alone. You were never meant to. So take these moments in this full moon to receive. Just let go, surrender. There's nothing to hold on to, nothing to remember, nothing to worry about, nothing to do. Receive and fill up, receive and be nourished, receive and feel very, very satisfied. I am here to live a fulfilling life. It is my destiny. It is encoded in me. I know this. I realize this. I receive the codes to reconnect the parts of me, and these come from the divine sunlight. The serpent says, you must become unconditional love. You can survive only in the new world if you embody love. Don't just give love. Don't try to become love. Don't work at forgiveness. Let go of all of it. It's a judgment. It holds it to you. Look in the obsidian mirror and see, ask the moon to shine into the mirror of your reality and show you. Show me the vision. Show me my wings. Show me the joy. Show me my bliss. Show me the codes. Show me the next step. Show me the luminous, loving, never-ending, abundant, prosperous light that is the truth of who I am. Because the obsidian mirror doesn't just reflect your pain, your past, mostly your past, your worries. It also reflects your truth. If you can see, if you ask to see, if you allow assistance to see. So continue to allow yourself relaxing, receiving. This has been a very deep shamanic journey that you have been immersed in. So coming into your body is a very important part of any process that we do because you're marrying the worlds. You've been expanded, you've gone on a shamanic journey, you've entered time and space, you've left your body, your identity, and many things have happened that you're aware of, that you're not aware of, and it's working all for your highest good. That's the only thing that happens inside of my sacred space here. And I'm going to just speak. You don't need to come back in your body. You don't need to open your eyes. I'm just going to speak some of the information of the moon because we've had the experience of the moon medicine. Thank you so much. So it's at 13 degrees Cancer, opposite the sun at 13 degrees Capricorn. That means if you are into your astrology, you look and see if you have 13 degrees Cancer or Capricorn. All right. The peak time was earlier this morning at 4 a.m. Central. So if we look at Cancer, is the mother. It is the sign of emotion. It is the sign of the crab that goes into the hole, but then comes out and dances down the beach. It can be waves and waves of emotion, and the full moon brings a lot of emotion. So if you're bringing up emotion, if you're crying, if you're grieving, if you're remembering something, don't be upset about it. It doesn't mean anything's wrong. It means that it's within you. It wants to be seen. You're being bathed in lots of love energy. Embrace it, accept all these parts of you and allow them to dissipate these attachments to the ideas of the pain needing to be any part of you anymore. This is about your emotional truth. So you must be honest in the full moon because the divine feminine sees everything. She doesn't judge. Neither does the divine masculine. Neither does the primordial divine universe or mother. We do, though. So it's important that we look within and are honest with ourselves because you don't want to go into the year of the fire dragging around some judgment that you could easily say, look, I see that. I'm not sure how to find it, how to get to the cause of it, how to dissolve it, how to transmute it, how to embrace it, how to accept it, and transcend it. Thank you, Mother. Thank you, Moon. Please help me do this. You're not alone. Call on these energies. So Cancer is representative of the home and the family, safety, nourishment, inner child. Capricorn, on the other hand, very strong, that goat that climbs mountains, that's steady in any rocky environment, very responsible, likes boundaries, doesn't have a lot of emotion, very mature, very abundant, very committed. Also, the original Capricorn had a fish tail, so it may, instead of being that steady climber, be the strong swimmer through the emotional waters of Cancer for you. The invitation in this full moon is to balance your private life and your feelings with your public life and what you perceive as your duties. See if they really are truly serving you. See if these things are a true reflection of who you are, and begin the shift of letting go. Don't worry about upsetting anyone. It's important because what's been building inside of you is going to be expressed. It's going to be lit on fire. It's going to create a fireworks show this year. Like we were told, we have 2 weeks to the new moon. The Chinese New Year is always the first new moon of the year. So that is in February. I think it's the 17th, but I may be wrong. No, it can't be right. It's the end of January. So anyway, when the new moon is, you have these 2 weeks left of this sacred serpent helping you shed these earthing energies, these awakening energies in your body. So Moon conjunct Jupiter in Cancer is emotional expansion, protection, bigger heart, following your bliss. So they started by talking about Joseph Campbell, and one of my favorite things is, and what's the problem is that people don't know what their bliss is. They don't believe their bliss is possible. They don't. I literally had clients who used to say this because my business used to be called Bliss Life, and my retreats were called Bliss Life, all one word. Everything was about living a bliss life. And there were so many people who were so challenged and angered by that idea. I don't even know what bliss is. I'm never going to have that. That's not true. I don't know how to be happy. I don't know what it came from. This is the time to use our imagination. So one thing I know for sure is that imagination is number one skill we have to reignite this year through these other things that they brought to us. So Jupiter is expansion, okay? Cancer is emotion, and the moon is illumination. So those are all bigger, 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 bigger. Could you be receiving instead of chasing? Okay, this is the invitation. Could you be receiving instead of achieving? Could you be acknowledging, realizing, recognizing that it's already right here for you and allowing it to come to you now and be together on your path of divine light? Then the moon is opposite Venus and Mars with the sun in the Capricorn, okay? So the full moon, the sun, and the moon are opposite. This is a balance. It's very similar to equinox energy. Relationships, desire, emotional needs are amplified. Truth-telling, full moon, about what you need versus what you want. So again, we're looking at that balance that we saw. It's time to say, what do I need? What do I want? Is that what I really want? Is that an ego want? Is that what my father wanted for me? Is that what my friends want from me? Is that what is expected from me at my job? Is it truly what I want now? Don't go into the year of the fire consciously bringing forward things you don't want, you don't need. Don't be afraid of how it's going to unfold. Just acknowledge you're ready for something new. What is it? Bring it to me. Show me, because the gem is inside of the rock that looks like nothing, right? In front of that. The extra tone is edgy. The moon is in minor friction with Uranus. Uranus likes to make surprises, okay? So there may be this sense of this. There may be a sense that you want to move, you want to do something, you want to get going, you know? There's this, everybody gets that at the beginning of the year, and this is, we're shedding in the emotions, we're taking responsibility for ourselves, we're seeing where our boundaries aren't serving us, we're seeing where we have to take back power of our words, power of our thoughts, power of our feelings, powers as creators, powers as priestesses. and release old family narratives, emotional overfunctioning, scarcity, security fears. Don't go into a fire year with scarcity fears. Don't go in. Come get a private session with me. Come do mentoring with me. Come join the school. Come do something that ask me what would be best for you, because this is a year that everything we think has been going faster, everything we think that's been falling apart, everything we think that has been challenging has not even reached its point of ignition. It hasn't gotten hot enough. The friction hasn't gotten hot enough to burst into flames, but that's going to happen soon. Okay. Choose mature love, clear boundaries, relationships that truly support your nervous system, and build one practical Capricorn structure that protects your Cancer heart. This is a beautiful thing if you think about that. The sun is protecting the masculine energy of the gold light, is protecting the silver energy of feminine energy of the goddess Ray and the moon, and that this is all happening within us too. Okay. One more thing I want to share is Venus. Very, very important to the Maya, very important to us. Venus is in a Sun-Venus conjunction and at the reset point of a cycle. So it's beauty and values and love, the love goddess, right? Magnetism versus chasing something. You're so beautiful, you're irresistible to it. I'm going to really go into this theme of becoming irresistible and becoming something that you wish to attract, that you don't become it, you become irresistible to it. It's a very deep concept that came through last night in the full moon. So it's very exciting. I'm going to be bringing some more shows to you. I'm going to show you what they are in a moment. We're going to be going now. This is really my introduction back in. This is my portal back in to the world, to talking to you. There's been a lot of inner work. It's been just so incredible and beautiful. And to give it to myself, because I like to be here with you. This particular conjunction is described as the morning star, evening star. So evening, morning, evening. The Venus is in two different positions. It's most well known as the morning star. We see it rise before the sun. We know the sun is coming. We know that the dark night of the soul is over. It has a lot of mythology, a lot of Mayan, a lot of wisdom in that. And right now it is turning into the evening star. And it's going to be there till, did I write it down here? It's coming, turning point on just the 7th. Okay. So this is the 3rd. So it's my dad's birthday tomorrow. It's my twin's birthday and a couple days after that. And so other shifts for January before we get together again next week. January 2nd was Chiron stationing direct in Aries. You might look back or be experiencing some healing. Now, Chiron isn't about, oh no, I have to be in pain or heal. Chiron is the wounded healer. He is the healer that became the divine teacher, that you are your own healer and that you are whole, even if you don't think you are. Don't wait for this to be perfect or that to be perfect. He's there. That energy of that particular asteroid is there. The 7th to the 9th, so coming next week, is this rare Sun, Venus, Mars clustering. So remember, Venus and Mars, masculine and feminine. These are, again, we're getting this balance, this polarity. All of these energies are in the spiritual weather right now for us to go through these final 2 weeks. Of course, there will be some shifting. There's other really amazing things happening this year with karma. We're going to have Donna Stellhorn back to give us some more deep astrology around it soon. But this is big desire plus destiny, ignition, relationship developments, commitments, and a surge of disciplined creative firepower. So what I do is I look at all the different energies, like, well, we got the moon, that represents this. Oh, we have the sun, we have the Venus, we have Mars. And Capricorn, they all add their flavors. So now you have a unique new flavor, energy, frequency. What will it awaken within you? Why does it matter? If you know it's coming and you're like, a big desire and destiny are going to get ignited, and I can develop relationships. Well, how do I want to do that? Knowing ahead of time means you can decide what to do with those energies, and you can start to speak to them. You can start to say, okay, great. Grandmother Ishmukane, I would like to transmute everything that's in the way emotionally and let the true desire come up in my heart, okay? And that is going to allow me to birth into the world, into my path, onto my light of this journey in this life, and shed this last layer. Really powerful, because it's creativity and firepower. And we're going to get used to firepower very soon here. Now, early January, we've got that expansion. We talked about Jupiter retrograde is expanding until March, looking at what you might have been bloated, overexpanded, chasing, not seeing that you already have an abundance of, right? So retrograde means revisit, renew, release, redo, rejuvenate, right? Upgrade, whatever it is, who knows? Now, Uranus, again, your retrograde is going back and shaking things up a little bit. Where didn't you really change here? You were meant to ascend here. You were meant to let go of that relationship. You were meant to have a little thing. So that goes until early February. So you might be having things fall apart, plans. You know, we're kind of used to that now, and we need to stay used to that, because when you make a plan in a fire year, who knows what's going to happen. Let breakthroughs arrive through reassessment rather than force. So I would advise that you watch this show I did with Maria a few weeks ago. It was stunning. She talked about, yes, we talk about the Mayan retreat coming in March. So we're gathering up the last registrations now. If you're interested in coming, come talk to me. Seriously, this is a portal beyond anything I've seen. We're going to be together with Miguel Angel, the Mayan wisdom keeper, and Miguel and Maria and me at Uxmal, the city of the kindness of Mother Moon, and Ixchel, and at Chichen Itza for the full moon eclipse. And that is a bridge to the full moon eclipse. We were together with Maria in Stonehenge. So if you were there, or if you weren't there, doesn't matter. But if you were there, there's a distinct bridge. Whatever you were doing in September for that full moon eclipse holds keys to this March one. All right. So she talks on this show about these new energies and these new ways of exploring. We're going to be coding and mapping and decoding some of the secrets of the Maya, from sacred rituals, symbols, activations with me and Miguel, and in these ways with the energy with Maria. So it's super, super, super powerful. And I hope that you'll come, and I hope that some of you will jump in. Just reach out to me, like I said, because it's really important right now to say yes to portals that are opening, that are going to change your life. And if it changes your life, there's no way to come on these and change your life. So we also have the live Oracle workshop coming up on 1/11. Thank you. That's what they wanted. 1/11, because if this is a 1 year and all of that. So on 1/1/1/1, we will be doing a new live Oracle workshop. This is completely new information. If you've been through the Oracle, if you have the Oracle deck, the Prosperity Magic deck, or if you went through the class, this is new. So please come. And if you haven't been through the class or don't own the deck, that's okay too. Please come. So it's 50% off right now. And we're going to spend a few hours together igniting these divine secrets of your inner prophecy. And it goes right along with what we just received from the moon, that we're opening our divination skills. We're opening our senses. We're going to a new level, and we have to consciously ask for those to open and then ignite them. So how to decode the messages and more. These are some of the shows coming up. I don't know the dates yet, so I just want to let you know that White Buffalo Calf Woman is known as the rainbow, bringing the rainbow tribe back together. And what does that mean? That means us. We're coming back into unity. We're coming back together, humanity with all through other life forms. We're respecting all forms of life. We're coming back together as the rainbow tribe, meaning that we have every energy, every harmonic, every color, every elemental, everything we need to create a world of harmony and peace. So this is a very new version of White Buffalo Calf Woman. We're going to talk about the Priestess Mysteries, and we're going to do, okay, there was another one, but I don't know where it went. Okay, that's it. So thank you for joining me. I am actually going to share one more thing with you. Yeah, I think it's a good idea. Thank you. I always listen to whatever they want to say. I'm feeling more back in my body. The Oracle Workshop. So for the Oracle Workshop, you go to the shop, and let me put that here for you. It's very easy to find. And here we go. So this gives you an example of what we're going to do. And it's pretty cool. And it's always going to another level. So there'll be at least 3 activations that you'll be able to reuse. We're talking about divination because it's very important that we understand symbols, light languages, not just people who speak in tongues, but light languages are meaning of symbols and animals and birds and all the things together. And if you don't know the spirit of them, if you can't become it, you can't really understand what it's saying. And so this is a very powerful living transmission of becoming the oracle. And that's the first thing we're going to be doing this year in the Priestess School. So interpreting messages, clarity, precision, soul level. And then we have these practices. So the law of inner sight and your new Kundalini senses, ancient priestess divine questioning technique, the sacred fire prosperity alignment principle. We're going to have live transmissions. We'll be using the deck. You don't have to have it. I will put it on the screen if we're working with a particular image. And we're going to interpret the messages in the firelight of the true golden rays, because we are on the threshold. The 11th of January is going to literally be on the threshold of this new fire year. So we are feeling it already. So we have the 3 deep guided intuitive activations, and all of this is like $77. And I think if it's not there, I think they're also putting up a to-pay. $40 for 2 months. So I hope you'll join me, and I hope you'll reach out if you want to come to the retreat. And thank you so much for being here. And thank you so much for being in this beautiful new moon energy. I've been up all night. The full moon, I hope you don't get upset when you're woken up at night, because spirit is really working with us a lot, And so I got up. I usually just stay in bed, because I'll start dreaming and I'll start traveling, and I'll just be consciously dreaming, really, and I'll be calling in, or I'll do activations, or I'll put on meditations. I have all kinds of things that I love to do if I wake up during the night, because it's really beautiful energies cosmically and earth-wise. Remember, the earth is emanating energies, and they shift depending what's happening. So whatever earth energies are in your house, your body, or where you go, or what you're connected to right now, they are also shifting. But one thing I learned from Maria, which is really fun, is that, she brings the dowsing rod. She's going to bring this thing that measures the torsion field. So we actually are going to see the science of, and I don't need the science, but I'm excited to see it, because it solidifies your belief. It takes it to a whole new level. We're going to feel it, and then we're going to see it, and then we're going to feel it. And then we're going to go into the sacred meaning of it. I don't think there's anybody's ever done this combination of energy, but she said that the waters that are deep in the earth, the yin waters that she discovered that are feminine waters that are produced by the earth that are different, they put off different signals. They put off spirals instead of, and good energies and stuff. They don't reflect the full moon energy for 6 days. So that it's actually 6 days later if you go to a sacred site, 6 days later if you go somewhere that has those underground waters. Okay. So we're in a land full of cenotes. You're going to go in the caves, and you feel the caves, and the pyramids are over the caves, and everything was built on Atlantis here, from Itzamna, who was like Thoth, came from Atlantis, and built the temples based on Atlantis. And so the big temple of Kukulkan at Chichen Itza, one of the new 7 wonders of the world, is surrounded. It's built over a cave, water cave, cenote, and it's surrounded literally and exactly on 4 cardinal points intentionally by water caves, by cenote. And the intention was Tula, Atlantis is Earth surrounded by water, so that it's encoded in where we're going, and it's just amazing. So the waters will shift. That means that all the different energies, that means how the plants respond. That means how we respond, because we're the Earth too. So fun. Thank you. Love you. Hi from Italy. Oh, Miss Grace, I love you so much. I've been thinking about you, Grace. What an adventure you've been on, right? Wow. I love it when we dive into our lives. I know Tiffany, I know you guys like, yay. Hi there. Hi, Lisa. Oh, good. Definitely needed to hear this today. Hi, everybody. I love you all. I want big hugs, and we all have to come together and have big hugs and big hugs and big hugs. I'm live, but I look forward to watching the beginning later. Yay! I'm eager for these changes. Sounds lovely. I love the Oracle deck in the workshop. Yay! You were up from 2 to 7 a.m. too. Yeah, me too. And then I fell asleep after sunrise. And luckily I set an alarm for 9 because this show was at 10. And I didn't get out of bed till 9:30. So I was like, my eyes look like I'm not awake. I was kind of like, okay, but I go with the flow. Decided to enjoy some foods of my youth and watch the stories that reflect what I feel deep within at this time. Excellent. And when you do that, remember to hold the food, like if it's a Snickers bar or something, or Reese's. I used to love Reese's. And you put it there, bless it. See it as love and light, and bless it and thank it and ask it to be transmuted into positive energies for you. And we do this. We can do this. We'll show you how to do this at the retreat. So then when you eat it and you bring up childhood memories. So what they've been doing for me in December was asking me to do something kind of like that, Lisa, is, like, I don't know, let myself eat things that I don't even want to eat. Like, I don't want to eat sugar. I don't care. I'm so past it now. And so like having a Reese's or something, or something, I'm trying to remember what it was that became so big. I can't remember now. So, yogurt and granola. I didn't ever really like yogurt and granola, but some reason that felt very, very nurturing, and I was like, but granola has sugar, and I had a whole story about it. So, yes. And then, realizing that I was judging the food as it entered my body as not good for me. And that was a whole other level of creating that I was doing. So I do believe that food is medicine, and then what I eat really does make a difference, and I feel much better. And I also am not going to be giving that kind of story into my body anymore. So it does take some unraveling, because we do have a lot of childhood attachments. And I love some of my childhood memories that make me feel happy, like corn on the cob. My 20s, not childhood. Port wine, cheese, and crackers with wine and cranberry juice. Wow. I fell asleep after sunrise. Yeah. That sounds delicious. That's something else that Spirit took. I stopped drinking about, I don't know, 6 years ago or something. I'd stopped drinking very much, but I drank. I loved wine. Loved wine. It was a big wine connoisseur. My dad had wine from all over, and I loved gin and tonics, but I liked Tanqueray specifically with lots of limes. And so, yeah, I could have a memory about that, but it doesn't agree with my body. So, but do enjoy, and I will see you soon. And let me know if you want to come to the retreat in March, especially. Please reach out. Let's start talking about how that looks for you, how you might manage it, and all of that. And I will see you soon. Thank you, Mother Moon. Thank you, Ishmukane, Ishel, Gaia. Thank you to Venus. Thank you to the sun and to the moon. Let's take a deep breath into our hearts and receive everything. And then when we let go, let everything go that no longer serves us. Shed with grace and ease. May this circle be open yet unbroken. And the peace and beauty and wisdom and love and nourishment go with us with every breath and every step. In Lakech Alakin. Thank you. So it is, and it is done. Mm. I feel so yummy. Oh my gosh, I feel so yummy. Well, okay, I'm going to share with you guys real quick. I broke another toe. I mean, I broke the toe on the other foot. So some of you know I fractured my foot in England, my right foot. And I now fractured my big toe on my left foot. And I did that on the new moon. So I hope if you didn't get a chance to see the solstice ceremony with Christian, they came to my house. Oh my God, we had the most wonderful time. They spent the night. All the dancers got dressed here. It was like being in the backstage of a theater. The dudes are all over there, mostly naked, painting their bodies, like jaguars, and the beautiful women. VNA, Christian's wife, is about to give birth. She's all pregnant, and they're setting up the altar, and we had food. We made so much food, and it was just such a celebration. It was so beautiful. And literally that morning, I went for a walk on the beach, and it was a big wide beach, and I was so happy, and I was like, thank you, yay. And I start skipping, and I hit a piece of coral, a big piece of coral. There's nothing else on the beach, bam, right that on the end of my big toe. And immediately I was like, okay, I'll turn around. It was literally like hitting a cement wall. Huge, bloody, flesh thing on the end. And of course, I knew bruises. I left that afternoon for Chichen Itza, and Chris stayed home, and I went for 3 days. Spirit guided me to go there for the winter solstice, and I did some work with Miguel Angel, the Mayan teacher, and he used to be the director there, so he's so excited. Figured out you need to go here, go there, talk to them, do this meditation, all the different things. So I went, and of course you walk quite a bit. So I'm walking, and I'm sitting with my toe, and the whole big toe swells up. And then the next day it starts to turn purple, and then it starts to turn red, and then it goes down about halfway down the foot. And then day after day after day, the next toe would, at the root of the toe, became black and blue, and then the next one, and then the next one. The pinky didn't turn black and blue. Absolutely bizarre. I mean, I don't even understand it, because the only thing that I touched was that one little piece on the tip. So anyway, it's been very, very interesting. That's why I said we are given so much information and guidance on our path. I did go have an x-ray, and they said I did fracture my big toe. And it's all good. So don't worry. Please don't feel sorry for me. I'm very, very pleased. Thank you for that, because yeah, it's pretty profound information when both of your feet get fractured within 6 months of each other. So I know, right? It's so interesting. So, chocolat, that's a good one. Like, I don't watch TV normally, shows or movies, but during the holidays, I was watching some movies with my kids and with my honey bunny Chris, and that's one I was trying to think of all these beautiful movies, sweet movies, loving movies, happy movies. Oh, thank you. Yes. Okay. Resetting my foundation. Great. Yes. Any feedback anyone has on my messages from my feet? I'm loving my feet so much. And, just literally after my fracture in England, I started to walk around and declare my wishes that were, I will be I'll be walking and climbing pyramids till the day I die. I'm going to be climbing pyramids and walking until the day I die. And so it is. And it is done. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, thanks everybody. I love you. Have a beautiful day.